What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Andy here, about to hop into a premiere draft of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Pro Tour is going on this weekend, but figured give you a little amateur content to wet your whistle. Still kind of exploring the format, figuring out what's good, what's not good. Enjoying it. Mechanics are really cool. Gameplay has been pretty fun. Haven't had an awesome record so far, but are definitely improving as we get more drafts under our belt. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so we open up the pack. We have two rares. One of them is rather unplayable. It's a Bant enchantment. The playable rare is a 3/3 for 3 with Vigilance. When it ETBs, you can go get a Plains if your opponent has more lands in play than you. So not great. Pack overall is looking relatively weak. I'm interested in the Canyon Crab. It is a 0/5 body, 2 mana. At the beginning of your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, draw a card, then discard a card. Desperate Bloodseeker is fine. Free Strider Commando is fine. Not a lot of great first pick fodder. Pretty fine with the Canyon Crab. I would prefer to first pick a green or a black card over white, blue, or red. But such is life. Alright, so we actually do get some pretty decent follow-ups here for a blue-white deck, mostly, but we do get a bunch of good blue. Gem Lightfoot is one of the two Signpost Uncommons. They are a 3/3 flyer for 4 mana. We've got Flying and Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, draw a card. Pretty solid. Metamorphic Blast is a spree card. It's got some middle options to... first option is a combat trick. Second option is a card draw spell. This Town Ain't Big Enough is a bounce spell. Phantom Interference, also a spree card, so a middle spell that offers a counter or a 2/2 flyer. Outlaw Medic is a 1/3 lifelinker. When it dies, you draw a card. I'm going to go ahead and snag the Gem Lightfoot. I think we can pretty much guarantee that one of these 4 blue-white cards is going to wheel. So feeling pretty good about that. Got some good options here as well. Cacturantula is the best green card in the pack, but we do have some blue-white options. This Town Ain't Big Enough again. Visage Bandit. It's a plot card, so you can pay 3 mana to exile it and cast it for free later. When it ETBs, it becomes a copy of a creature you control. We cannot copy the Gem Lightfoot because it is legendary. Or I guess we could copy it, but we would legendary rule ourselves. I like the upside of the Visage Bandit. And again, we do stand the potential to wheel that first. This Town Ain't Big Enough. So let's just grab that. Blue-Black Desert in the pack. There's a Consuming Ashes. There's also a Geyser Drake, another Gem Lightfoot, or an Emergent Haunting. I think I'm going to pick up the Emergent Haunting here. We're well on our way to be blue-white control deck. So I feel pretty good about that. We should see a couple other Geyser Drakes over the course of the draft, so don't feel particularly bad passing on that. It is a common, whereas Emergent Haunting is an uncommon. So let's see, we have a Cambal as our rare, black-white token stuff. Plan the Heist, Surveil 3 if you have no cards in hand, then draw 3 cards. So otherwise it's just a 4 mana draw 3. Shackleslinger is a little more of a blue-red card. Steer clear is fine. Removal wise, I think I'm gonna snag the plan the heist here. I don't love it, but it is fine. I'm gonna pick up the bovine intervention. It's fine removal in white. 1 and a white, destroy target artifact or creature. Its controller creates a 2/2 White Ox creature token. So I don't like that it does leave the opponent with something. Leaves them with some kind of board presence still, instead of just straight up removal. But you know, against a green deck, like a Bonnie Paw, like some kind of big bomb, it's fine to turn their 6/5 into 2/2. So we'll grab that. I also like the Inventive Wingsmith. It's a 3 mana 2/4. Beginning of your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand, you put a flying counter on it. So there's our Geyser Drakes. There is a Throw from the Saddle, which is kind of surprising. Pick 7. It's pretty good green removal. I wonder if we want to pick up our first Geyser Drake or our first Phantom Interference. I kind of lean more towards Phantom Interference. Again, there are 2 Geyser Drakes in the pack here. Probably going to get one at some point. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are. And there's Phantom Interference, so it just doesn't seem like a lot of people are prioritizing blue. So I'm pretty good with a second Canyon Crab. 0/5 body on a 2-drop is probably the most formidable low-cost body in the format. I think the only thing that can get around it, like 3 mana or below, is going to be a Death Touch creature. So pretty good with a second Canyon Crab there. So we're on the wheel now. Pick 9. Got a Rustler Rampage, Humiliate, Jailbreak Scheme. I'm just going to snag the Take the Fall. Really solid combat trick. 1 mana, cantrips, replaces itself. If we control an outlaw, the creature gets -4/-0 instead of -1/-0. So I'd like to pick up the 3-drop, like Desperado. It's like something Muck Desperado. It's the Mill card. Because it is an outlaw creature type. So I think here I'm going to snag a This Town Ain't Big Enough. There's also an Outlaw Medic and a Phantom Interference, but I'm just going to take the interaction here. I feel pretty good about our 2-drops so far. Would like to pick up an Outlaw Medic at some point, but right now I think I'm just prioritizing the interaction a little more over the 2-drops, since we are looking pretty good right now. Geyser Drake. Could also get a Soured Springs if we want to do a little splash for black. I think I'll probably do that. I bet you we're going to see one or two more Geyser Drakes. Razzle Dazzler, not going to play those. Path to Exile. Yeah, pretty easy Path to Exile pick here. There's also a good bit of green in the pack. There's a green-white rare. Green removal. Rise the Varmints is a really solid green-black card. Payoff. And then 2 good green commons, Patient Naturalist and Drover Grizzly. Out of this pack, in terms of wheel potential, probably just Stop Cold. I don't think we really want to play Spring Splasher. Be fine with a Lazav with our splash on the Soured Springs, but realistically I think Stop Cold is probably what we would want on the wheel. Rakdos unfortunately can't play in our deck and would not pivot at this point or try to splash. Probably going to go Mystical Tether here. 3 mana enchantment based removal. It does cost 2 more if we want to cast it at flash speed, but it can exile an artifact or a creature, so pretty good about that. We really, I mean, we really want to pull, I would say, some holy cows, bombs in general. Like there's like a 4-mana Sphinx that's like a 5/3 with flash. We just need a little more win con potential. I think the 3-mana mill card is also great that I mentioned earlier. Gotta shoot the Sheriff, Frontier Seeker, Bighorn, Rope Master. Not a lot of great stuff here. I think I'm probably gonna take a Shoot the Sheriff to splash. Really love some crime payoffs. Again, I think it's like Deep Muck Desperado, I think is what it's called. Tyrant Scorn, pretty good. Snag that. Another Mystical Tether, Fleeting Reflection, Daring Thunder Thief, Lonely Arroyo. I'll just go Mystical Tether here. Playing a pretty hard control game. There we go. There's a holy cow. Playing a pretty hard control game. We do have a couple flyers to get in for damage once we have, you know, stuff under control, but we do still want, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Deep Muck Desperado, 3-mana, 2/4. Whenever you commit a crime, each opponent mills 3 cards. This ability triggers only once each turn. Really, really good pickup for us. We do want kind of like an alternative win con, if not just a straight up win con. We can get in for, there we go. That's the wheel. Stop cold. Kind of surprised that Rise of the Varmints made it this far around. I'm going to go second Phantom Interference over first Harrier Strix. We'll go Rope Master. I mean, we are looking really good. This is like one of the better builds of this deck that I've been able to draft. So there we go. There's our Harrier Strix. So we've met playables. So we're gonna come down to some cuts. Our lane is definitely open. So, all right. Nice. One of the rares in the pack is kind of squarely in our colors. Fractured Identity, 3 white, blue, sorcery, exile target non-land permanent. Each player other than its controller creates a token that's a copy of it. So opponent plays like Big Ol' Bomb, Terror of the Peaks, Bonnie Paul, Roxanne, Rakdos, etc. We exile it and then we create a copy of it. So that's a kind of a win con in and of itself. Desert. One of the few special guest cards I've seen in packs. Haven't been seeing too many of those. So I think it's between This Town Ain't Big Enough and Seize the Secrets. I mean, our interaction is like top notch in this deck, so I think I'm fine with the Seize the Secrets here. I mean, just look at all this. I think we're likely going to cut Hindering Light. We have Essence Capture, Sheriff of Safe Passage, Failed Fording. The rares and Naya. Annie joins up. I think we're just going to go Failed Fording here for cheap interaction. Another Bovine Intervention. Another Soured Springs. Stagecoach Security. I'm going to grab another Soured Springs for fixing. Siphon Insight. Armored Armadillo. This town ain't big enough. Look at the top two cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down. Stealing our opponent's stuff. I think I'm just going to go Armadillo here. Actually, let's go Conduit Pylons to help fix for the black. Heartless Pillage. Probably not going to play much here. I like Take Up the Shield over Jailbreak Scheme, so let's do that. Loan Shark, Failed Fording. Let's go Loan Shark. We could use some more creatures. Prosperity Tycoon, Take Up the Shield, Slick Shot, Vault Buster. Sure. Yeah, we can just pick up a creature. Gonna go Armadillo here. Go Hound. So I think Mystical Tether is just better than Stop Cold. So we'll cut the Stop Cold, we'll keep the tethers. Grab the Scarecrow for fixing. All right. It's a pretty decent blue-white control deck. Would have liked to have grabbed the Sphinx. Or just some other bombs, like maybe Dust Animus, something like that. But yeah, pretty good interaction. We have the ability to splash black, 2 Emergent Hauntings, 2 Canyon Crabs. So I think we'll be humming. I think we just want to play a really solid control game, finish off in the air, or steal, exile and copy a bomb with Fractured Identity. I might cut Plan the Heist. I think Seize the Secrets is just a little bit better. I just don't really like Daring Thunder Thief. Probably going to cut that. I think Rope Master is potentially a cut. We can cut Hound. Probably cut Gardener. Probably can Take Up the Shield. We don't have a lot of creatures. Jailbreak Scheme, Harrier Strix. So you make 2 cuts. bunch of good interaction. We can get our Holy Cow back, or our Loan Shark, or our Visage Bandit. I think I'm probably good cutting the Bovine Intervention. Maybe even Tyrant Scorn. Because I think Failed Fording kind of covers that territory. So I think I'm good with that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 crimes, 10 crime spells, plus 2 deserts, 11, 12. We didn't grab a, what is it, Keykeeper, the tapper. Yeah, I think this looks good. We'll see how winning it is, but I feel good about it. Looks like a keeper. Ooh. That's a good one. I think we're gonna fractured identity that. So we're gonna take a pretty big hit this next turn. Unless we... So we're going to take 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to take 7 here if we plot out the Loan Shark. And then next turn, Fractured Identity of the Matter Weaver. We will draw a card and... make a little 1/1 though, so... I mean, alternatively, we could have played Gem, but no, I think this is... It's risky. It's not... Yeah, it's dangerous, but the payoff is pretty large, so... Okay, so let's go... Opponent's playing pretty aggressively. We'll go ahead and exile and copy, and then Loan Shark. 2 damage to a 1/1. Okay. Okay. So we're looking pretty good. I think we could maybe, what's the activated ability here? Sacrifice another artifact, create a 3/3. Okay, so I think we want to hold up failed forwarding in case they sack an artifact to make a 3/3, and we can just bounce the 3/3. So let's go gem and say go. Sure, it's gonna be summoning sick. I think let's go ahead and bounce the 3/3. Canyon Crab, we don't need that, we already have one. I think we could probably plot the Visage Bandit. And then say go. Draw a card. They might make another 3/3 here. The activation. Any flash, 4/5. When any flash enters the battlefield, if you cast it, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tap, so that won't activate. When it becomes tapped, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Okay, so they don't get anything back. So this is a pretty bad attack on opponent's part. Let's eat the Trampler and take the fall on the Wolverine. So we don't really want to return any of their tapped creatures to their hand because they both have ETB effects. So I mean, we could Crab and then Visage Bandit as a Loan Shark to draw a card. I think that's pretty good. Let's do that. Let's Crab. Let's go to combat for 3 in the air. And And then we'll Visage Bandit as Loan Shark. Draw a card. I think we can say go. Sure. So I think let's go Holy Cow. I'm good with that. And then I would like to I think let's go Visage Bandit and they're 3/3. The Plains. Let's go 3/3. Let's go Desperado. And Visage Bandit hard cast as the Loan Shark. All right, GG's. Looks good. I think we maybe go Canyon Crab and Emergent Haunting. They're going to tap it down and swing for 2. It's their best play. Okay. Go Island. I think we just say go here and turn our Emergent Haunting into a 3/3 flyer. We also loot. Let's get rid of the Plains. Cactarantula. Okay. So they are going to draw here when we target their Cactarantula, but I think we do want to just go ahead and get it out of the way. Nice. Let's go ahead and get our value off the pylon and surveil. I think we'll keep the Holy Cow. Let's swing for 3 in the air. And then play Gem. We can use, this town ain't big enough as kind of pseudo protection. If Gem gets targeted, we can bounce one of their creatures and bounce our creature back to our hand. Just like this. We're going to tether our 3/3. Tether our, yeah. We'll just say go. I think we'll, next turn, probably not play anything main phase and then just hold up Holy Cow. So I don't really want to flash it in on opponent's end step here. Because we do want to start drawing cards with Gem. So they're going to plot Aloe Alchemist. Sure. See if they have any interaction here. Any interaction? Maybe like a Snakeskin Veil. +1/+1 indestructible lifelink. Okay. Okay, so let's go combat, 3 in the air. We'll go Crime Land, ping for 1, and we'll say go. We'll get a loot, we'll get a draw. They're looking at the tethers. Okay, so they're gonna bounce both tethers. Okay. Let's discard the island. And pass. So we can't tether and Holy Cow. So opponent's kind of forcing our hand to some degree. We'll go ahead and Mystical Tether again. We'll hit the Cactarantula. They might have a Snakeskin Veil. I think they'll probably want to wait until we target. So we'll draw either way. repulse. So they're gonna return their own Cacturangula into their hand. Okay. They can't replay it this turn. They could miss, yeah, so they're probably gonna Mystical Tether Gem. So we could Failed Fording to get the Mystical Tether back. Let's go. I think let's just go ahead and Holy Cow into Loan Shark. There we go. So I think they've drawn 3 cards off this Cacturangula, which is pretty crazy. Doesn't feel great, but I think let's go Holy Cow. We will pass, loot, get a 3/3. Let's get rid of the Vault Buster. We could make Visage Bandit a 3/3. I think that's fine. They'll be able to pay the 2 for the counter, so we'll just let them loot for now. Probably counter what they play next. They probably want to hold up 2 mana to tap down one of our flyers. It's fine. Let's go ahead and counter so they don't have mana for the Keykeeper. Okay. Surveil. Don't need a 0/4. Let's go ahead and kill Jace. And then we'll go Crab, Visage Bandit as probably Holy Cow. I think I'm fine with that. We can bounce their Keykeeper if they use it to tap down. So we are Hellbent, but We're in a much better place board state wise, life wise. I think let's just go flyers. They'll tap down one of our flyers. I think I'm cool with that. We'll just do the 2 flyers for now. And then we should have lethal next turn. We're going to bounce their Keykeeper, so they can't activate that. Draw a card. Probably play land. All right, let's go. Sure. I think let's go 2-2, 2-2. Pretty good with that. And then we'll see what we get off the loot. Get these lands out of here. We have 9 cards left. I think we just go full send next turn. So they'll probably tap down one of our 2/2s. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers on 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. Like a 2/3, like a 4/1. Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's go 2/2, 4/4, and a 0/5. Let's go ahead and loot away our island or our plains. 7 cards left. We have the, what is it? The exile, create a copy. So if we are able to exile the paladin, create a copy of it, we'll gain 3. I think the game's pretty over at that point. Okay, let's go. We don't really want to bounce their 5/4 because they'll gain 3 life. So let's just go 2 in the air. I think we just do that. And then let's go Emergent Haunting, and then we'll pass. GG's. Nico! Mythic. Gotta get our reps in somehow. Let's go ahead and surveil. Yeah, we don't need another land. Play out crab. We can plot bandit next turn. I think in that case, let's go ahead and Emergent Haunting. And then next turn we can bandit. Sure. And it's gonna rummage, maybe try to get a land. Sure. Let's go. So interestingly, Magda is not an outlaw, so we can shoot the sheriff it. I think to get full use out of our mana, I'm thinking about rope mastering because I would like to get a body out. Let's go ahead and do that. We could also shoot the sheriff, the scorpion dragon that they make. Okay. So I think this turn maybe let's maybe go Emergent Haunting, and we'll hold up mana for Shoot the Sheriff in case they commit a crime and make a Scorpion Dragon on their turn. So they're going to deal 5. Commit a crime. Let's go ahead and kill Magda. Sure. Go ahead and get Gem out. We'll just chill on our Visage Bandit. Interesting. 2/2 and a 2/3. I'm gonna say no blocks. Okay, so they can sack and destroy our Emergent Haunting. We'll say no attacks. We will draw and turn our Emergent Haunting into a 3/3. They're going to go ahead and sack to destroy. Okay. Cool. That actually works out pretty well for us because we can Mystical Tether. Their reach creature, and then we can kill Oko. So we'll pass here, we'll draw a card, and we'll hold up, take the fall. Probably reduce their 3/3 to a 2/3. We can block it. Okay, target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on it if it's a mount. So we'll go ahead and gotcha them here. They do get a good attack on us now, though. 7. So I think next turn, damn. Let's go Crab. And we'll Visage Bandit the Crab. Then we can start looting away all our extra lands. So we'll draw, and then we'll get 2 loot triggers. Let's get rid of our lands. Just gonna failed forwarding the 5/4. let's just plot the loan shark. And then we can do a little bounce trickery. So we'll draw, discard an island, discard an armadillo. Okay, sure. Pass to blockers. Let's go. So that's the Visage Bandit. That's what we want to bounce. So I think let's maybe go, oh man. Gotta go real block there. I think we go there. And then we'll bounce our Visage Bandit and the token. So we need a pretty explosive turn here. Let's go. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can go 3, 3, and then draw. And we can also draw. So let's go Desperado. We'll go Loan Shark. Draw. Let's go Tether on their Trampler. Mill. Swing for 3 in the air. And draw. There you go. All right, we're taking 2. If they full swing, down to 14, we're at 7. Let's double and see what they've got. Okay. We'll go plains. Let's go 3 in the air. I think let's go Visage Bandit on the Desperado. And we'll hold up mana for Phantom full mode Phantom Interference. Or we can just counter and we can Holy Cow. We do have lethal if we flash in Holy Cow and they don't have any answers. See what they got. Mill 4 cards, you may put up to 2 target creatures from the mill cards in your hand. Creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible. Okay, so we'll kill one of our Desperados. I think let's go ahead and make them pay mana so that they potentially can't play another spell this turn, and we'll also mill them so they don't get Cactarantula, which is great. Okay, so they're down to 3. So we do have lethal, so long as they don't have an answer in their 1 unknown card. Nice. GG's. Steve. If we draw white, we're good. And if we draw 1 land, we can plot Visage Bandit. So I'll keep. Okay, let's go ahead and surveil. Try to get a white source. I think I'm fine with that. We do have the filtering through the pylon, so we'll keep that on top. Larynx is good. I think let's just, because we can only give it -1, -0, so let's just go ahead and plot the bandit. We'll take 3 here. And then we can potentially Mystical Tether it next turn. So notably, they do have Snakeskin Veil mana up. I think that would... I wonder if we should just play Holy Cow now and then copy it. Because I'm pretty positive they have Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We want to hit our 5th land for sure. Yep, there we go. So I think let's just kill the one, let's just trade with the one that doesn't have first strike. Looks like they're... Okay. I was thinking they were going to miss a land drop. Let's see if they have a follow-up. No follow-up. We can try to go ahead and Mystical Tether. I think they definitely have Snakeskin Veil. Let's just make them use it. Okay. Then we can... This town ain't big enough to potentially bounce both of our creatures. Farm it. Okay. So we can actually bounce our tether back to our hand if they try to sack farm it and destroy it. They're looking at it. Go for it. So I'm going to hang on to Fractured Identity. They don't quite have a threat that I'm worried about at the moment. And again, we can bounce our Mystical Tether back to our hand. So let's see if they sack at end step. Yep. So probably saddle here. I think we'll just go ahead and take the fall. let's go ahead and tether. No snakeskin, so there's that. Let's get the crab out. Sure. Let's hope for something good on this draw. Down to 10. I don't really want a fractured identity there, Erinx, but if they don't play a bomb on this next turn, then I think we'll definitely use it on the Erinx. So I think we just get rid of the 7/7. We won't be able to make a copy of it. Oh, we do. Okay. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to or not. All right, let's go ahead and Emergent Haunting. So if they have removal here, we're dead, but such is life. Land. Armadillo, okay. Give it a +1/+1 counter. Ward cost 3. Shoot the Sheriff will work. It's an 8/8 with reach. I forgot I had reach. They even do this little thing now. No, they didn't block though. Okay. We got lucky with that one. They even did the new little animation with the bow and arrow, and I just forgot about it. So they might have like a clear shot here or something like that, or throw from the saddle. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and pop that off. Let's go. Let's go like that. We can surveil an opponent's end step. Good with that. Fly guys for 5. See if they have any interaction. It's fine. Fourth Erranks. +3/+0. I think that's GG. We'll go ahead and make them pay 2 so that they can't play whatever they draw here. All right, there it is. Armadillo turn 1, Phantom Interference turn 2, Sees the Secrets turn 3, Fractured Identity at the top end, looking good. I think we'll go ahead and counter in case they have any graveyard synergies. We could Holy Cow or we could Seize the Secrets. I think let's go ahead and just Holy Cow. And then turn 4. Plot if we draw land. Okay. Cool with that. Go ahead and swing for 2. We'll go Desert. Cost reduction on Seize the Secrets. Draw 2. Got an island. Okay. Okay, so we got some good options. I think we do want to... I think we do want to go ahead and play out the Emergent Haunting this turn, and then next turn we can plot the Lone Shark and hold up Path. I think what I'm thinking about is whether or not we want to attack with Holy Cow. So they could use their Mercenary to pump up the Raven to make it a 2/2, so I think it does make more sense for us to attack. So we'll go ahead and attack with Holy Cow. And then let's go Emergent Haunting and say go. Sure. Do we want them to gain 3 here? Since we do also have the Fractured Identity in hand, I think I may be fine pathing their Bloodseeker. They get a land, but at this point they already have 5 lands, so I'm not too worried about them getting the additional land. Maybe they're splashing for a 3rd color. We'll see. Nope. Okay, so we just take 1. Nice. We can Crime Exile up to 1 target black card from your graveyard. I think let's go ahead and swing for 2. And then let's Fractured Identity the Karavik. We'll exile it and we'll create a copy of it. We'll see if they have a counter. Nice. We still have removal if they play another bomb. We do have 5 mana to play the Mystical Tether at flash speed, so they'll probably kill our Holy Cow. Yep. Sure. So Karavik is a warlock, which means it's an outlaw, so we get -4, -0, and then take the fall. So I'm kind of inclined to swing in with the Armadillo. And we can activate its ability to give it +4/+0. hit him for 4. And we'll hold up the take the fall. We'll get the 3/3 online. Sure. I think let's go ahead and do this before we declare blocks. Nice. Okay. So they get a 2/2, 4/4. Play land. I think I would like to play gem. We can chump with our armadillo, and then next turn we can either plot the shark or mystical tether. Pretty good draws so far. Okay. So let's actually take 6 here in case we draw land, and we can go tether on the 4/4 and then play the lone shark. Okay. We could also go crab into lone shark. It's not bad. I'm gonna hang on to the land. Okay, they choose to self-mill instead of commit a crime, which means they probably have, yeah. Okay. All right, let's take out the 4/4. And then we'll trump the 4/4. Not gonna help. So we take 2, 3. Take 3 next turn. I think we tether the loan shark. There's a world where we take 4. There's a world where we die if they have removal. Yeah, let's do like that. Yeah, I mean, like, shoot the sheriff on the raven. Yep, GG's. Pastafaris. Looks good to me. Deal 5? Okay. Like, there are not too many ways you can get around a 0/5. We're gonna start to get our mill game on. So, shoot the sheriff does not target the Lila, but we can hit the Roadrunner. Sure. I think we want to hold the fording here. Let's go ahead and get rid of a land. Okay. Hmm. We could pass and make a 3/3, hold up a counter. We could actually go full. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now they've hit their land drops. If they go Roadrunner into Thunder Salvo, we can Phantom Interference to counter and make a 2/2 flyer. And then we still have 1 mana left over to path. See how they attack. Let's hold on to the path. We'll go Gem. So notably, we don't have any outlaws. Opponent is going to draw 3. Hit us for 1. Go Flag Eyes. Draw a card. Hold up interaction. Wolverine. GG's. Fellow cat lover. Pretty fine. I think if we had an island instead of a second Soured Springs, I'd feel much better about it, but yeah, let's run it. There we go. Rogue, rogue. So I think let's just go tap land, Emergent Haunting. There you go. So if they attack here, if they play land and they attack, they could potentially have... Okay. Interesting. Okay. I was thinking if they attack and we block, they deal the damage to us. They play the 4 mana flash creature that destroys a creature when it's dealt damage. And then they play the robber to make a zombie, but that did not happen. So go island. So we can kill the bighorn with shoot the sheriff. I guess we could bounce. Make a 3/3. We'll loot. I kind of want to keep the land for Rope Master. I definitely want to keep Desperado. I think we can toss. This town ain't big enough. I think I'm good with that. Alright, let's go here. Okay. In that case, let's go here. We'll take 4. I think we'll say go, and we'll just hold up the Mystical Tether. I think I might toss a Rope Master, actually. Keep our tethers. Then next turn we can potentially double spell. We can go Island, Desperado, Tether. Okay, so let's go ahead and Tether. Land go. Alright, let's go here. If a creature died this turn, create a 2/2. I think let's go ahead and swing for 3 in the air. And then we can go Desperado. Let's go Tether on the 4/3. dude back. Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 black vampire rogue creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, draw a card. Okay, so we'll go 3 in the air. I think we'll pass, and we'll loot away our island. Sure. So they're going to draw 2 cards here. Got a tapper. Let's go ahead and surveil. Cool with that. Okay, so we can play both spells in our deck if we play our land and then we Fractured Identity and then Seize the Secrets. So the Tapper could be problematic. The Vengeful Townsfolk is also bound to get big, so I think I would probably... Let's exile the Townsfolk. Jasper. Okay. And then... Let's go ahead and Seize the Secrets. Nice. And we'll go 3 in the air. Sure. A little ways away from a mill out, but probably tap down our 3/3. That's fine. Sure. I don't think the Vault Buster's that good here, so I think I'm fine ditching that. Okay. Let's just go ahead and make a 2/2. Tapped on our 3/3. Once I go, we will loot away the island. Holy cow. Sure. Go to combat. Swing with 2/2 flyers. Play gem. So they're gonna exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. They're gonna exile 4. Yeesh. Treasure Dredger, sure. So we can swing for 5 in the air. Swing for 5 in the air. Okay. Sure. Just to gain a life, I guess. Okay. Tap 3/3. Sure. Hit him for 5. They're on a 2-turn clock. Let's go Loan Shark. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 exiles. So I think we're good. We'll just say go. Get rid of an island. Sure. Path. It's pretty not great. So I think they're just gonna mill us out, which is unfortunate. Yep, opponent got us. GG's. Jasper's one hell of a drug. Cage mode. Just need to draw some lands. Opponent moles down to 6. Get a 3/3. Yep, that happens. Let's draw land. Swing for 3. counter. I'm just gonna try to draw land. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna swing for 3. And I think we're just gonna hold up Path to Exile here. I guess we could have exiled our own creature, gotten a land. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So they're gonna tutor and then draw 3. Lose 3 life. Let's just play Gem. They don't have anything for 2 mana for blue and a red, so we'll just see what kind of bomb they play. They're looking at our graveyard, so they're probably going to take something out of it. Maybe a reanimate. Vial Smasher. Vadmia. Sure. Alright, so now we're getting lands. I think let's swing for 3. I'd like to draw a card, and then I'll just hold up 5 mana for this town. We can bounce both of their creatures. Okay, so let's bounce Vadmir and Gem. Opponent mills 3. Okay. Probably Vadmir into Disinformation Campaign. Intimidation campaign, rather. Sure. I'll go ahead and Holy Cow. Cool with the land. Let's go 2 in the air. So maybe actually go Seize the Secrets. And then we'll go 1-4. We'll take 4. I don't love that. Let's maybe go, so it's 5 for a full activation. Let's go Armadillo. And then we'll say go. Trigger, 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 trigger. Nice. both. How much mana do we have? 4? No, we can only do that. So that gets us for 1 down to 4, plus another 1 down to 3. I think we probably need to hold up all of our blockers. I guess we should have played the land for the armadillo activation. GG. Good game. So overall, net positive run. We went 5-3. Really enjoyed it. I think the only swap I would probably make was take out Vault Buster if we got the other signpost uncommon that was a 5-mana flash creature. I think it's like whenever you don't cast a spell from your hand on your turn, you make a 2/2 flyer. I think that would have been perfect. Interaction was really great. No complaints there. Deep Muck Desperado mill out was a true threat to opponents. Maybe like a second copy of that would have been good. A bomb would have been good. We didn't really have any like super high-powered cards aside from Fractured Identity. So yeah, overall really fun deck. Love that style of play, draw go. Didn't quite get there, but we're definitely improving and finding ways to shut down green decks, aggro decks especially, but then also go toe-to-toe with other grindy decks, black-white tokens, red-black outlaws. So yeah, had a good run. Was able to kind of survey the field, so no complaints. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. We'd appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll catch you again soon. We'll do another draft.